just to bring, I know I keep bringing it back to Mourinho, but only because we're reflecting on him talking for the first time and saying that he wants to go back into management. Stop me at any stage if you disagree with what I'm about to say, but he's been at Manchester United.
No, only kidding.
He definitely was. I can back that one up. That one I can back up. At Manchester United, that effectively would rule out Manchester City or Liverpool. He's been at Chelsea, possibly with a relationship with Tottenham. That might rule out Tottenham because of the rivalry between those clubs. He's been at Real Madrid. He's been linked with a move back. That would rule out Barcelona, potentially. He's been at Inter Milan, so that would rule out AC Milan.
I don't think it would rule out.
So where then? Where are his options?
My own honest opinion, when you look at him and watching him develop as a manager, watch him, how he doesn't mind the pressure being on him and how he doesn't mind at times being the target. I don't think it would concern him at all if he went to the bitterest rival of a team that he was at previously. Would it concern them, though? It could possibly concern them, but I think what you have to look at with Mourinho is that there's no doubt about it. I think the last year or so at Manchester United will have tainted things. The way that it's happened, the way that he's gone about it, the fallout and what have you, that will definitely have tainted it. But let's not forget, he's been an unbelievably successful manager. There's no doubt about it. But I think what he has to do, I think if you look at the likes of Guardiola, you look at the likes of Klopp, you look at the likes of Pochettino, the top managers at the moment, which he is in that elite. But the differences between them managers that I've just mentioned and Mourinho is that they are probably, arguably, the best man managers in world football. And they're starting to have the success. We know Klopp hasn't won a trophy, but you can see it growing. You can see the way the players respect him, the way the players speak about him. And I think because of the man management skills, and I just think from Mourinho's perspective, as a footballing manager, the tactical side of things, he'll say he had to deal with it because this was the type of players that Manchester United have got. That's fair enough. But I think on the man management side of things, how you could be 10, 12 years ago, like we said previously, you cannot be like that now. It's all about putting arms around the shoulders of players because there's so many different characters in the dressing room. When I was playing, when Ollie was playing, you could probably dig out every single player and they'd deal with it and they'd just get on with it. But I don't think you can do that now.
Yeah, but that should be a part of modern game as well, because these young upstarts need to be shown by the manager, hang on a minute, that's how Fergie used to do it. Look, but it's about what you win as well. Pochettino ain't won anything yet. He hasn't. You know, Klopp has. Obviously, Guardiola. For me, Guardiola's the one who's... Because it's not just winning, it's how you win. He wins beautifully. It's unbelievable. It's like and he pins you right back. So, for me, he's the best. But Mourinho will always be up there.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll have to tweak what he does. But why should he? Get your record, put it out there, there you go, end of the day. Fantastic. He's been brilliant.
But you know the day-to-day pressures that managing a football club puts on a person. Do you think Mourinho should be rushing to get back into football management?
Personally, if I was him, I'd have a right good break and think, right, pat myself on the back, look at me trophies, have a look at my last performance, where was I, what was happening, and then go on again. Because you cannot take your battles with the board into your dressing room. Doesn't work. You can't. And I feel he did that at Manchester United. He was getting angry.
He talked about the behind the scenes in the interview, didn't he?
And even today, his interview was, yeah, but that's the best job I've done. We only came second, but it was what was going on. Now, I understand that fully from last season. The game's changing as well. Players who you can't get rid of because they're in contract and then the window slams shut. It's really difficult, so you have to handle them a different way. But for me, the bloke is still completely amazing. I'm going to give him that, you know, because of who he is and how he does it, and he's different.
Is there an argument to say that you want football, your top managers, you want it to become a process? So if we look at Klopp, and I know we talk about the fact not won trophies, Pochettino, not won trophies, but they're getting closer. The teams are...
Yeah, but what if they don't, Dan? What if they don't win?
Well, from Pochettino's perspective, you look at Pochettino, he's a wanted man. There's no doubt about it. There'll be clubs that will be wanting him if he decides to leave. I think if you look at Liverpool, the way that Klopp's doing it there, he's going to win something at that football club. There's no doubt about it. But it's been brick by brick and bit by bit. So that team is all his. Whereas Mourinho came to Manchester United, he won the Europa League.
Yeah, but Klopp's had 3 or 4 years to do it. So that's good management from the football club. They felt they chose the right one. Do you see what I mean?
And that's why I'm saying that, is there an argument to say that when Mourinho came into Manchester United, it wasn't allowed to be a process? It was a case of, right, you come in now and you have to win a trophy, whereas at Liverpool, Klopp came in, we know his first transfer window, under no pressure, didn't sign any players and said, right, OK, who's going to come on this journey with me?
Or is that Mourinho himself? Is that his own attitude?
Well, we know he doesn't stay
we're
at
going
clubs
to
for
win
that long.
something. Do you see what I mean? Because when he's adopted that attitude, he's normally won the first year. So it might be just him. Maybe he'll have to have a look at himself and think, right, next I am putting too much pressure on people. Let me enjoy it a little bit more, because the pressure he's been under to win, to keep winning, to keep winning, in every country, he's had a battle with every other set of media in the world, and he's probably lost, to be honest, because you never win, do you, if you turn it into a battle? But for me, the utmost respect, because you cannot achieve what he's achieved in any way, shape or form if you are not a genius. End of. He is. So we see some up and coming new geniuses, and we like what they do because their players seem to like them, but that might be a seam. Do you know what I mean? Because I tell you what, Sané didn't look too happy to start the season when Guardiola was digging him out, and hang on a minute, but he still took being on the bench and then responded in the right way. And for me, that's what should never change. You get on that bench, you're lucky to be there. You get on that pitch, you better try harder than the one who's, but show him some respect, and then don't moan when you come off. Do you know what I mean? It's all about people. And if we don't teach these young people who might be very rich very quickly to be good people, where are we going with this?